Allen Craig. Allen Craig's clutch postseason performances have been all but forgotten. In the 2011 World Series, Craig's 3 game-winning RBIs tied the MLB record, shared with Kai Kyler and Hank Greenberg, while his 4 go-ahead RBIs set a Cardinals franchise record. He batted .333 in the first half of 2013 with 74 RBIs, earning his first All-Star selection. Craig became just the 3rd player to produce go-ahead hits in the 6th inning or later of consecutive World Series games. He's been overshadowed by the star power surrounding those Cardinals teams. Albert Pujols, David Freese's Game 6 heroics, and Chris Carpenter's dominance commanded more attention. An injury in 2013 derailed his momentum, and his subsequent struggles in Boston, where he batted .128 for them in 2014 and .152 in 2015, led most fans to forget about his strong postseason performances. Chuck Finley. Chuck Finley was an accomplished 5-time All-Star pitcher with 57.9 career WAR, yet he remains largely forgotten outside of Angels fans. During his 17-year career, Finley compiled a 200-173 record with a 3.85 ERA and 2,610 strikeouts, while holding multiple Angels franchise records, including wins at 165, games started at 379, and innings pitched at 2,675. Finley's peak came during the late 1980s and early 1990s when he posted consecutive 18-win seasons in 1990 and 1991, with his 1990 campaign featuring a career-low 2.40 ERA. Perhaps his most unique achievement was becoming the first pitcher in Major League history to record 4 strikeouts in a single inning more than once, holding the record for managing this 3 times in his career. Finley has been overshadowed by playing for Angels teams that rarely contended during his prime years and by pitching alongside more celebrated aces like Randy Johnson and Pedro Martinez. Brandon Webb. Brandon Webb's career represents one of baseball's greatest what-if stories. A pitcher who reached Cy Young heights before shoulder injuries ended his dominance at age 29. Webb won the 2006 NL Cy Young Award with a 16-8 record and 3.1 ERA, then finished second in Cy Young voting in both 2007 and 2008, establishing himself as the National League's premier pitcher for 3 consecutive seasons. Webb's 2008 campaign showcased his peak dominance when he started the season with 9 straight wins and finished with a career-high 22 wins against just 7 losses. His most impressive feat was his 42 consecutive scoreless inning streak in 2007, making him just the 21st pitcher in baseball history to reach 40 scoreless innings. Webb has been mostly forgotten since his career essentially ended in 2009 due to shoulder problems that proved much tougher to overcome than elbow injuries. He ended his career with 1,065 strikeouts in 1,319 innings pitched with a 3.27 ERA and 87-62 record, which are very impressive stats for a 7-year career. Trey Mancini. Trey Mancini emerged as the Baltimore Orioles' most promising young hitter in 2016, and from 2016 to 2019, he put up a .276, .335, and .485 slash line with 86 home runs. His batting average during these years was well above the league average, but in March 2020, Mancini was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, causing him to miss the entire 2020 season while undergoing surgery and 6 months of chemotherapy treatment. His return to baseball in 2021 resulted in a .255, .326, and .432 slash line with 21 home runs and 71 RBIs, earning him the American League Comeback Player of the Year award. Mancini became heavily involved with the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, joining their Never Too Young advisory board and using his platform to raise awareness, with his efforts earning him the nomination as the Orioles' 2021 Roberto Clemente Award candidate. Mancini has been overshadowed by playing for the Orioles during their rebuilding era, where an overall poor-performing team prevented potential recognition. If you enjoy these baseball explainer videos, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It really helps me out. Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson possessed ace caliber stuff that made him one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball when healthy, but chronic elbow injuries and 3 Tommy John surgeries prevented him from achieving sustained excellence. During his peak seasons with the Florida and Miami Marlins from 2005 to 2012, Johnson's combination of mid-90s fastball and devastating slider made him virtually unhittable. His 2009 season featured a 15-5 record with a 3.23 ERA, earning his first All-Star selection, while his 2010 campaign saw him post an NL best .230 ERA with an 11-6 record and a second All-Star appearance. The Blue Jays' blockbuster 12-player trade to acquire Johnson, Mark Burley, and Jose Reyes in November 2012 demonstrated how highly he was regarded throughout baseball. However, his Toronto tenure was derailed by triceps inflammation and forearm injuries. Johnson has been forgotten because injuries consistently derailed his momentum and because he played for small-market Marlins teams that received limited national attention. Sherry McGee. Sherry McGee was one of the deadball era's most complete players. combining power, speed, and defensive ability during an era when such versatility was rare. His offensive production placed him among the elite players of his generation, with a career .291 batting average and 4 National League RBI titles. McGee's 1910 season stands as one of the greatest individual campaigns of the deadball era, as he led the NL in batting average, RBIs, runs, and OPS, while finishing second in doubles and triples. Beyond his offensive contributions, McGee's defensive versatility made him valuable in multiple aspects of the game. He set the Philadelphia Phillies' 20th century record for stolen bases and was considered a legitimate five-tool player. McGee has been overshadowed by more famous deadball era stars like Ty Cobb and Honus Wagner, and his 1911 suspension for striking and knocking out umpire Bill Finneran over a third strike call overshadowed his remarkable on-field accomplishments. Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn achieved something unprecedented in baseball history, winning both Rookie of the Year and MVP awards in the same season, a feat that established him as one of the most promising young players ever. His combination of power and defensive excellence made him the complete package. Lynn's peak years with the Boston Red Sox showcased his five-tool ability, as he hit .331 with 47 doubles, 21 home runs, and 105 RBIs while capturing a Gold Glove in his historic rookie season. Lynn's 9 consecutive All-Star selections from 1975 to 1983 demonstrated sustained excellence, culminating with his 1983 All-Star Game MVP award when he hit the first Grand Slam in All-Star history. His 1979 season was statistically superior to his MVP year, as he won the AL batting title with a .333 average. Lynn had a strong career with a .283 batting average, 129 OPS plus, 50.2 career WAR, and nearly 2,000 hits. But he has been forgotten partly due to injuries that prevented sustained peak performance, never playing more than 124 games from 1985 to 1990, as well as playing in an era rich with center field talent. Ellis Burks. Ellis Burks possessed legitimate five-tool ability that made him one of the most complete outfielders of the 1990s, combining power, average, speed, arm strength, and defensive range. His career statistics include 352 home runs, 181 stolen bases, and a .291 batting average over 18 seasons. Burks' 1996 season with Colorado showcased his peak ability as he hit .344 with 40 home runs and 32 stolen bases, becoming just the second player in MLB history to achieve 40 home runs, 200 hits, and 30 steals in the same season. During his best seasons, Burks ranked among the league's elite outfielders, earning him 2 All-Star selections, 2 Silver Slugger awards, and 1 Gold Glove. His versatility allowed him to excel for 5 different franchises throughout his career. Burks has been overshadowed by playing during an era rich with outfield talent, including contemporaries like Tony Gwynn, Larry Walker, and Frank Thomas, who commanded more attention. Joe Sewell. Joe Sewell achieved something virtually impossible in modern baseball: extraordinary contact ability that resulted in just 114 strikeouts in 7,132 career at-bats, averaging 1 strikeout every 62.6 at-bats. His plate discipline and bat control were so exceptional that he rarely struck out more than 20 times in a full season, with his career high being just 20 strikeouts in 1922. In 1932, at age 34, Sewell struck out only 3 times in 503 at-bats, setting a record of 167.7 at-bats per strikeout that still stands today. Sewell's most remarkable streak occurred in 1929, when he went 115 consecutive games without a strikeout, a major league record. He hit .312 over his 14-year career while helping his teams win 2 World Series championships. Sewell has been forgotten because his playing style, focusing on contact over power, doesn't align with modern baseball's emphasis on home runs and strikeouts, in addition to playing in the same era as legend Babe Ruth. Archie Vaughan. Archie Vaughan was one of the National League's premier shortstops during the 1930s and 1940s, combining offensive excellence with solid defensive play at a premium position. His ability to hit for both average and power from the shortstop position made him exceptionally valuable during an era when such production was rare. Vaughan's 1935 season stands as one of the greatest individual campaigns by any shortstop, as he hit .385 with a .491 on-base percentage, both still Pittsburgh Pirates records. Vaughan earned 9 consecutive All-Star selections from 1934 to 1942, while his .318 career batting average ranked second only to Honus Wagner among shortstops. He led the National League in runs scored and triples 3 times each. Vaughan has been overshadowed by his Pirates predecessor Honus Wagner and by the general lack of attention paid to pre-World War II players. Lefty O'Doul. Lefty O'Doul achieved some of the highest single-season batting averages in baseball history, demonstrating pure hitting ability that few players have ever matched. His career .349 batting average ranks 6th all-time in MLB history, while his 1929 season featured a .398 average with 254 hits. That still stands as the National League single-season record in the modern era. O'Doul's transformation from pitcher to outfielder created one of baseball's most successful position changes, as he discovered elite hitting ability after arm injuries ended his pitching career in his mid-20s. The consistency that O'Doul maintained during his hitting peak made him one of the most feared batters in either league, earning 2 National League batting titles. His 1929 season was particularly remarkable as he hit 32 home runs while striking out only 19 times. O'Doul has been forgotten because his peak occurred during the late 1920s and early 1930s, as well as his relatively short MLB career as a position player. Greg Vaughn. Greg Vaughn's 50 home run season in 1998 demonstrated pure power that placed him among the elite sluggers of the late 90s. Yet his achievement gets lost among the era's other impressive power displays. Playing for the San Diego Padres during their World Series run, Vaughn hit 50 homers with 119 RBIs while batting .272, finishing 4th in the majors behind Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and Ken Griffey Jr. His 355 career home runs and versatility as both an outfielder and designated hitter helped him earn 4 All-Star appearances and a Silver Slugger award during his career. Vaughn became the first player in Major League history to be traded after a 50-homer season when the Padres dealt him to Cincinnati in 1999, where he hit 45 more home runs. Vaughn has been overshadowed by playing during the height of baseball's steroid era, especially in his best season of 1998, where he was competing against Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa during their famous home run chase. Ken Boyer. Ken Boyer's 1964 National League MVP award recognized excellence that modern fans rarely associate with third baseman from his era, as he combined power, average, and defensive brilliance in a complete package. In 1964, he led the NL with 119 RBIs while batting .295 with 24 home runs, earning himself the NL MVP and helping bring the St. Louis Cardinals to their first World Series championship in 18 years. His 11 All-Star selections and 5 Gold Glove awards highlighted his two-way excellence, establishing him as one of the premier third basemen of his generation, alongside Eddie Matthews and Ron Santo. Boyer's 1964 World Series performance showcased his ability to elevate his game during October, highlighted by his grand slam off Al Downing in Game 4 that gave the Cardinals a crucial 4-3 victory. In the decisive Game 7, he collected 3 hits, including a home run, while scoring 3 runs as St. Louis defeated the Yankees 7-5. Despite ending with an impressive career slash line of .287, .349, and .462, and a 62.8 career WAR, Boyer has been mostly forgotten, since his achievements have been overshadowed by Cardinals legends like Stan Musial and Bob Gibson.